Terry Fossum here. Hey, as promised, I wanted to go ahead and post about working with your wood badge staff. Some of you that have been around forever, hopefully this is old hat to you, but for the newer staff members, course directors, etc., I thought maybe this would be helpful for you. As you know, I've just posted, we filled a course in record time. And now comes the hard part, though, doesn't it? Picking the staff. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done because I want everybody back. I love everybody that's been on our staff. They're amazing people, but we kind of stick to the 1/3 new people, which means I can't bring everybody back. So that's the hard part, is picking the ones. The important part, though, is keeping the kids in mind. Now, I know it's an adult course, but it's always about the kids, isn't it? So it's not just about bringing my buddies back and creating the legacy staff that's been here forever. So it is about bringing in, elevating new people. And of course, we always want to be looking at who's the future course director. You know, there isn't anybody on staff, or not very many on staff, that we're not looking at to be a course director someday. And those are the kind of people we want on there. We've got to keep it cheap, though. All too often, we make it too expensive to be on staff or too expensive to be course director because they have to buy lots of stuff. Really important that you don't do that. So now, I've gone back and I've picked my senior staff, so my department heads, if you will, my assistant scoutmasters. And all too often, what I've seen in the past is the course director picks all of the staff, and then they tell the ASMs who they're working with. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Because you want them to have an input. You want them to have buy-in. You want them to have people that they can work with. So on every step of the way, I might have made recommendations. I've certainly gotten recommendations from my senior staff. Who would you like to work with? Here's some ideas. What do you think? But they have had the final yes or no in every single step of building this staff. And that includes my culinary team. Now notice I didn't say my kitchen staff. No, my culinary team. Because again, all too often, kitchen staff is whoever we could find to stick in there. And yet we all know, if you've been around scouting or any other event, the food makes the event. If the event is amazing but the food sucks, the event sucked. If the food is terrible but it's an amazing event, it's a terrible event. It's just the way it is. So we have a culinary team, and it's actually, we're elevating being there, because you're not just going to be stuck in the back kitchen. You're going to come out and be part of the program. We're going to be making announcements of food, and here's what we're having, and they're going to be participating in skits and presentations and all of that. So I think that's real important. And with all of this staff, having them think outside the box. I don't want you to do it the way it's always been done. I want you to think of better ways. Every single area, culinary staff, you just heard of one. And I've got 3 cooks in there. We've got a large wood badge, 64. We're going to max it out. So I have 3 cooks in there and 2 helpers, each of them with different strengths. And I'm asking the head cook, the head chef, if he'll work with all of them in planning. Not just he plans everything, but work with everybody. The ASM for logistics, I've got with his team, okay, now we've got a huge course all of a sudden. I need you guys working, we're a year ahead of time, working ahead of time. How are we going to handle all these people? We need new gear. We need more picnic tables up on the hill to handle these larger patrols and the whole bit. Elevate. With the scribes, let's take a look at our newsletters. Now, in the past, they've been okay, but they've had different word puzzles on there and stuff like that. This is amazing promotional space right there. We can use this to promote good scouting ideas, like what does it mean to be youth-led? And have an article on there. To promote NYLT, I'm going to have one of the first newsletters going to be what is NYLT, and then every newsletter after that is going to be success stories from NYLT. We're going to use it to promote other council events like Scoutmaster Roundtable. Now, why are we doing all this at Wood Badge? Because Wood Badge is all about helping them become better leaders. And if they're knowledgeable about these events and attend these events, they're going to be better leaders. They're going to have better units. So let's use that space. So I'm challenging my scribes. Okay, think outside the box again. Don't just cutesy, although that's fun too, but how can we use this to better every single person coming onto the course? And that includes ahead of time. So every single area, and of course troop guides, the most important area of all potentially, we've got our books from past courses that have little notes about, positive notes about different people. So I'm sitting with my ASM for troop guides, and she is deciding who her troop guides are going to be. I'm not doing any. She's having to drive in from a couple hours out of town when she can so we can sit down and work together on that. So I guess there's my takeaway for you. Work together with your senior staff. Let them pick their people. Let them be part of the process. And do it way ahead of time. Again, we're a year out. So they have lots of time to be coming up with what's above and beyond. And I'm going to be doing brainstorming sessions with them telephonically. We have a large spread out council. We don't have to be together and wait till staff development. Let's get the teams working together before staff development one, coming up with great brainstorming ideas. The ASM for Troop Guides, jumping back to that one, she already has the different games that we play on course that are part of the sessions, so she can be practicing them with the Troop Guides either during staff developments or ahead of time. So everybody has done as much as possible the real way. So nothing's new when they get to course. Just like in our military training, I'm a veteran. We do everything we can to have it as realistic as possible. So we're doing it there too. We don't talk about the games, we're going to actually play them. So there's some ideas for you. I hope it's helpful for you. And again, please feel very free to share this video. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be putting out more helpful videos. If you take a look at my channel, I have a lot of them that my council asked me to put together for running a successful troop, because we went from about 30 to over 60 boys within 2 years, just a little over 2 years, and it's completely boy-led, etc. I've got all sorts of stuff for you in there, so I hope it's helpful for you. And again, you can reach out to me via my website, www.terrylfossum.com. There's a contact button on there. You can contact me directly, help you any way I can. But please pass this video around. Maybe it'll help people have a more successful course, which means better trained leaders, which means our youth benefit. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Terry Fossum. Live with adventure. Live with honor. Live like a scout.